Welcome back in, builders. We're going to check out the early access release for Down with the Ship. This is a title that we checked off during Steam Next Fest, and I was quite enamored with, actually. I did a few more runs of that after I had finished recording it and quite enjoyed it. And seeing this come out in early access, I figured we'd hop on in and see how it's doing. The premise of this game is it is similar to something like Backpack Battles, but in space. So we are going to build out a spaceship with various parts that we're going to be able to buy. There are different captains and different factions, which will change the pieces that we get. I figure the easiest way to show things is just to hop on in. So let's go ahead and we'll click a versus here. We unlocked our first trinket. I does have my same account, so interesting that I got a little bit of progress here. Up to 3 trinkets can be selected before you start a run. Some trinkets have pre-combat abilities that can be used at the start of battle. Okay. What is my trinket? We can have a EMP cannon, apparently. Pre-combat, fire an ion that stuns the target non-crew members for 6 seconds. Okay, sure. And then it looks like we have guided missile. Pre-combat, 10 seconds into the battle, fire a missile that destroys the targeted 1-by-1 item. Okay, cool. A couple things we had launched. There are a whole bunch of different captains that you are going to unlock with your in-game currency that you get from runs. We have the Admiral Thorne, who's a sharpshooter for the Valorian Federation. And we have General Gribben, Mortar Master. He's a Renegade Imperium. And then 2 factions I have not unlocked anyone from. The Tonduran Stronghold and the Ravaged Dredgeman. So we're going to go through and play one as the Valorian Federation. Our abilities here, we have Take Aim. Every 7.5 seconds, we gain 3 ammo and a radar. And our projectiles gain 20% critical hit lifelink. We look on the right-hand side where it says hints. That tells us what those things are. For every ammo we have, our projectiles gain extra damage, and some of our weapons will use ammo up. We also have a radar. For every radar, our projectiles gain accuracy and crit chance. And target acquired. When we have 10 radar, we consume it all, and all my weapons gain guaranteed crits and 50% true strike chance for 6 seconds. And then lifelink is restores our health when we damage is dealt to an enemy ship, and for us it's a critical hit will cause that to happen. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play that guy, and you can see here it changed the ship that we're starting with. So this is what we're gonna have. We get a flight deck, so that's gonna allow us to gain 2 speed, and we gain 1 radar if a crew member is connected, which is right here. So we have our Admiral that's manning the flight deck. We start with a slug cannon. It has various damage profile. It does cost 2 ammo to fire. And we have a strike optimizer, which connected weapons. You can see here, this pattern that is displayed is the way that things will connect. So it becomes a game where you're designing your ship and shuffling pieces around to try to get things linked up or in certain patterns that will give you bonuses. The strike optimizer gives us some crit chance. We can inflict crack. For every crack they have, they take more damage from projectiles. Makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna be firing shots. He gets us ammo. Okay, so he makes ammo that we're gonna fire with this gun. That's our base build here. Looks like we have 3 square sections of hole to get us started, and that's just 20 health each. Okay, sounds good. Oh, I did not. I guess we equipped those on the other guy. Sure. Let's go ahead and begin the game. So again, similar to other games like this, similar to say Backpack Battles, we're going to be able to buy various things in our shop. We're going to equip it up, and then we're going to go fight someone. The people that you fight along the way are other players at that point in the run. So it's kind of sort of a PvP game in that what we fight is what other players did, but it's not like we're live PvPing them or anything. And our goal is to just make it a certain number of jumps. I believe it's 10 jumps. I don't remember specifically on this, so we'll see as we go. But we need a certain number of victories, and we can only have 5 losses while we are doing that. Yeah, we need 10 victories to win. All right, let's see what is available. So a fueled wing gives us some health and some fuel. A fuel pump gives us more fuel. We could get another flight deck. That could be interesting, really just lean into speed and radar. A blaster cannon. Blaster cannon costs electricity, and I don't have any electricity yet. power cell. That would get me electricity. I don't know if I want to double dip there though. We're already kind of like leaning heavily into ammo. Maybe we just double down on that.
Sitting still.
Barrage turret costs 4 ammo to fire. That is quite a lot. Bullets, fiery bullets. Bullets stun the enemy they hit for 1 second. Ends with burst, activate X times per cooldown. Okay, so it's gonna fire 4 times. Okay, so the item they hit, so it was not the whole ship, it's just gonna be the thing that they hit. That's still pretty good though. I do like that. I wish we had an item in here that was generating some extra ammo. We can re-roll. If we re-roll, it's gonna shuffle all the items. I think I'm gonna avoid the electricity. I do think I'm gonna just stick to a bullet build this time around. We have 20 gold right now, and this one is on sale for slightly less. I think we'll take the barrage turret. And you can see here, this is linked because it's in the right position. This thing links up to weapons, and it is a weapon. I kind of like the idea of the second flight deck. We'll go really high speed, so that's going to give us some evasion, essentially. And the radar's going to help. Yeah, we'll add a second flight deck. I'd love another crew member here. I don't think I want any of these, so we'll do our free reroll. Okay, here we go. A synthesizer. This is a really nice item. You can rotate it, so I can change the directions that things are facing. And depending on which way you rotate it, it gets you different resources. So it's ammo on this rotation, but then I think it can also be fuel and power, and I don't remember what the other one was. We do have a crew member here, an officer. Gives the connected weapon 10% damage. Gain 1 ammo for every crew member on the ship. Okay. That sounds exactly the type of thing we're trying to do. Okay, then down here, we have an autocannon. Increases the charge speed. Okay, so every time it shoots, it gets faster and faster. Laser, and a second barrage turret. We got 13 bucks. I think we're gonna grab these two so I have enough ammo for what we're already doing. Now, here's one of the things. So let's grab this guy. So I could drop him here, but here's the thing. He wants to connect to a weapon. What if instead we did that? So this is being manned because of its boxes right here. So we're getting the full flight deck. So we gain the radar if a crew member is connected. And then this crew member is manning the gun, and he is giving it the 10% extra damage. 9 damage. Yeah, we definitely want that connected to our higher damage weapon. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab this. This doesn't need to connect to anything right now, so I'll just throw it in the back. And that's gonna give us 3 ammo every 7.5 seconds. So these are gonna show you the statistics of your ship. So right now we're not quite generating enough ammo for the cooldowns of our weapons. Not much else I can do about that at the moment. Okay, ammo, electricity. Also, if you combine these, they will level up. So I'm going to go ahead and right click this. I want to be able to grab this next time. Do I want to try to get the autocannon too? I do really like the idea of it. All right, I'm just going to freeze both of them. The reason you wouldn't want to freeze too many things is when we go to the next level, we get to see new items. So these two are not going to be new items. So less chance of getting something rarer or just something different. For now, though, I think I'm happy with grabbing both of those. All right, let's go ahead and go to battle.
Let's bring our people home.
So this is an auto battler. So once you're in battle, I don't think there's much we can do. Maybe those trinkets might change something. Yeah, so I could do that. But beyond the trinkets, I don't think there's much we can do. So our EMP cannon is going to disable things. And sure, I would love to disable his Skull Smasher missile. And our guided missile destroys the targeted 1-by-1 item. Okay, so he literally only has 1, so we're going to take out his synthesizer, which is generating fuel for him. Okay, I think that's fine. The other option would be we could try to disable this artillery cannon. I think I'd rather get rid of the missile, though. All right, so we will go ahead and confirm that. Boom. Okay, so we stunned his missile, and then after 10 seconds, this is going to fire. And you can see the cooldowns going here. I actually think this is a little too quiet. Can I get in? Am I not allowed to do options while we're in here? Okay. I will bring that up next time, and we'll raise that volume slightly. Ow! 12 damage. So we heal, I believe, to full after every fight. So all we need to do is get through the fight. Oh, here comes the missile. Ow. Okay, our little barrage getting some stuns on various different things. This is going to be way closer than I would have liked. We have 1 HP left. We survived with literally the amount of HP I needed. Sorry, Chinese bro. My victory. So you see here, here's the person who had that build. There's the stats that we got from it. And there's some in-game missions. By completing these, we unlock various things or get money for various things. So we'd like to win some battles, play some battles, win battles as this character. Yeah, so we will continue on that. And we earned money. Excellent. All right, let me turn up that volume just a little bit. I thought this was just a really banging before, but I guess it wasn't. Whoa. Like this. All right, we'll get that homed in. All right, so new round. Okay, we have some more hull points. Hull points are really important because they're usually your HP. So gain a speed for every crew member placed on top. Can you already sense how complicated this is gonna get? Okay, and a fuel. I do think I want that. It's $8, and we obviously want a bunch of crew members because we have things that stack based on that. So I think we're definitely grabbing this. We're definitely grabbing that. That's 13 coins, and we can afford these too. Okay, let's grab this first. Okay, so I need to put crew members on that stand on here specifically. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Let's move you up.
Placed.
Put you there. All right, so we want crew members that can stand in it. Can I do that? No, it needs to be to the outside. All right, how are we gonna get this to fit? We may not be able to get these at the moment. We do... I mean, I could obviously get one. Yeah, we just don't have the right shapes for that at the moment. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Let's change our strategy here then a little bit. All right, put you guys down here for a second.
Sir, do not show ignorance in front of the crew.
I'll do my best. Okay, we'll do that. Do this. Now I want crew members that are standing on there. Can I fire that from there? No. No. Okay, so that one's gonna have to be like that. What am I getting off this again? 1 speed for every crew member placed on top. Fine. If we put... Okay, that one can go there because it's kind of like a turret, I guess. So let's grab you.
Configuration set.
Okay, so we're manning both of our turrets. All right, and we'll put our captain there. That's unmanned at the moment. Okay, we'll grab this one, barrage turret, and I'm gonna combine the two. So it gets a chevron, so it costs a little bit more. It looks like this one is going to fire more in its burst. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't matter. All right, do we want to do this? We are currently still losing a little bit of ammo. I like the idea of the autocannon because it has that, this item activates increase the charge time by plus 10%. So it'll go faster and faster each time it fires. I like those kind of scaling items. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna leave it. Let's re-roll. Reactive plating. Ships hit by projectile. 35% chance to gain 3 armor, and we gain a plating. For every plating, we take 5% less damage from projectiles. Cool. Okay, new item I hadn't seen before. Striker cannon. Does burst damage. Removes a buff when it hits people. Okay. Okay, we're not using the blaster. Supply crate. We gain fuel, electricity, and ammo. That would be pretty good. That might solve my ammo problem. There's a pilot. I really would like to get that. Again, we're kind of really liking people. We're scaling this. We gain an ammo for every crew member on the ship.
Planning some grand strategy.
I am really trying to plan a grand strategy. All right. Critical hit steal. Actually, yeah, we're also doing crit. Okay, yeah, you're in, buddy. For now, we'll do that. We're gonna find a way that we can get these so that we can have people stand on here. We'll find a way. I am gonna hold on. Well,
knows when to wait.
I like that reactive plating quite a bit. Let's do that. I think we're gonna let the autocannon go, and we'll see if we can get something else next time. Okay, is there anything I need to move? I think the answer is no. Okay, let's run with that one.
The cauldron calls.
We need some different shapes of flooring. All right, hello, get. Welcome in, buddy. All right, so our EMP cannon, what's he got? He's got an autocannon and a rail gun and another autocannon. Okay, so he chose not to combine those two. Chef's cooking pot. Charge every connected crew member by 1.5 and gain 2 firepower. If we have 10 firepower, your weapons deal 1.25 damage. Oof. Okay. Has a fuel pump, making this fire charge faster. I think I'm okay with that. The guided missile destroys a 1x1 item. Okay, so we can actually destroy one of his weapons. That's pretty gross. I don't think I want to target that though. I think we were going to target his stew pot. Well, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to target the fuel pump. We don't need this thing firing faster and faster. That's his main weapon. It's gonna be his main DPS. Okay, let's do it. I like those trinkets. That actually does add a little bit of thought here beyond just the full auto battler. All right, and I was playing this on half speed. Let's go ahead and play it on normal speed. I do like to slow it down sometimes so I can actually kind of see what's happening. And I may do that again, we'll see. Bye-bye, fuel pump. We do not need you. Oh, that was a lot of misses. We don't love that. I do think we have this in the bag, though. Cool. All right, a little bit better than last time, that's for sure. All right, give me some good loot here.
We never dreamed of such riches before finding the fleet.
Okay, we have a crew cooking pot. This is probably pretty good. Every crew members, every 9 seconds we can speed up our other crew members, and we're doing a crew build. So I think we're gonna grab that for sure. Crackling core, that's an electric item. Cauldron power crystals. Item upgrade scaling is increased. Okay, so that's gonna be like for this, the amount you scale based on its level. Would be interesting. Delicate geometry. All incoming damage is increased for every weight. Right. By the number of floors you have, you increase your weight. I don't remember exactly what the weight mechanics do. And it makes you resist some things, but take extra from others. Merchant's table. Start a turn. Lose 2 money and spawn a random gem. Our crew members can equip gems. I literally don't know what gems are. Okay, interesting, I suppose. A waste pump. Inflict 2 acid and then immediately trigger all acid on the enemy ship.
The archives speak of something called a ship's cat aboard. Could we procure such a creature?
We might be able to. Ammo stockpile. Okay, that is really good. Man, okay, so we already have tons of interesting choices here. I like this for sure. Can I lock you? Oh, I'm not allowed. Oh, I'm only going to be able to buy one of these, I think. I think we're at the special shop. Okay. If I only get one of these, shoot. These are kind of like really important decisions on which way we're going to go. I really like the idea of this firepower thing. Our weapons doing 1.25 damage seems really good. Charge every connected crew member. This also seems really good. The extra ammo would push us into positive ammo, I think. Weapons gain split chance. Split chance means we hit more times, but we do slightly less damage each. Imperium items are added, pump items are added, Federation items are added. I'm pretty sure we ought to get Federation items because that is our faction. Oh man, I'm really paralyzed here. Let's go. It does this. Okay, hold on. This costs fuel, and we do not have fuel. Maybe that is making our decision for us. All right, we'll go with the ammo. All right, we plop it right there. That connects both my turrets. Yeah, I was right. We'll only get one of those ones. Okay, another crew member. This is an officer. Now, just like everything else, we can also connect them. And I do think I will level him up. A janitor. Janitors are really nice. They restore 4 health and remove random debuffs and give us some acid resistance. So I'm gonna like that. We also could get another synthesizer. Okay, if we combine them. So it costs a little bit of health and then gives me ammo. All right, let's grab this guy. We'll level up the guy on the main gun. Do I want to get this reactive plating? I think the answer is yes. That gives us a little bit of defense that way. All right, we'll nab that. What's your, oh, I see, you're an upgrade. Sure. Oh, you're not even an upgrade. You're just a full item. Oh, I misread that. I thought that was gonna be flooring, basically. Okay, hang on. Try to make us look somewhat not ridiculous. All right, we got $4 left. Another synthesizer piece would be kind of nice. Circuit board. Connected items gain 1 damage and true strike chance. That is really good. Okay, I'm gonna freeze that one. I'm gonna take the janitor. Now, is there any way? Yes. By putting the janitor here, we're on top of that flooring piece, which does the
Cannot obey that order.
Gain 1 speed. So we're gonna start our combat with 3 speed plus whatever else we're getting. 2 more. Yeah. So we're gonna have a ton of speed to start with, and we do have positive ammo. And we're out of money. Let's go.
This is our moment. Our people count on us.
I really feel like we haven't not got enough weapons yet. Your ship is hideous. I hope you're embarrassed. Okay, so he has a synthesizer making ammo. He has a fuel pump connected to the Crag's workbench. Hurl a saw blade. Okay. Yeah, I feel like getting rid of his ammo is probably the way to go. Cost 3 ammo. Are you generating ammo anywhere else? He's not. Yeah. So we are definitely going to do that. And then the EMP cannon. What do we want to turn off? Okay, that's not something I can turn off. He's got double janitors. I guess we do target that. Okay. Yeah, so blowing that up, does he have no other ammo? All right. Well, once he runs out of ammo, he has 14 at the moment. But once he runs out of ammo, then he's just, he's gonna be cooked, I'd assume. I guess he has the saw blade that's hitting me a little bit. Okay, yeah, that saw blade does suck. What was that? Inflicts hack, stuns random weapon. Okay. Oh, and we did not win that one. Wow, I thought we had that for sure. Okay, but that's not the end of the run, despite what it looks like. It was just a flesh wound, it turns out. We're just fine. So we did lose a heart. So we have 4 more lives, and we need 8 more victories. I really need some weapon upgrades. I feel like that's our weak part at the moment. A mining laser. Okay, that's electric stuff. We're not really doing that. Upgrade a non-crew member item. Okay. Lead hole. Gain a bunch of health and some plating and some weight. Okay, weight. For every weight, items charge 3% slower. Weight cannot be removed. For every 5 hull tiles above 30 tiles, gain a weight. Yep, there you go. That's the explanation. All right, but this also allows me to set up things a little bit better. I have another janitor. Okay, I think we're definitely buying this. All right, this is going to be really weird looking, but that's okay. So if we put you... Okay, you may not be the best. Actually, hold on. We can do one there. And we can do... That doesn't really matter where it goes. Well, actually, it does kind of matter where it goes, because we have things that need to connect to our weapons. Okay, that is not stellar. How are we going to get this to fit? Alright, so this still isn't going to be ideal. This is really not ideal. Alright, so I guess we're just going to give up our split chance for the time being. We still get the ammo from it, so it's not the end of the world. We're still connected with those. Janitor is still here. Okay, I can't move him into there. Okay, we could upgrade one thing. What would we upgrade? Our barrage turret, maybe? We don't really have any, like, super amazing items. We upgraded you. We gained extra armor and extra plating. Got 14 bucks. Okay, we're really struggling to get things to sit. Okay, I do kind of want this, and that does actually fit. So that's going to give us +1 damage and 2% strike chance on both my weapons. I think I'm going to grab a second janitor. I'm not going to combine them because I want people on all these floors to give us that bonus. And then we have an upgrade kit. You can do shift to show what it's going to do. 1.5 damage isn't the worst. What do you do? 8% crit chance up to 12. I mean, that's not terrible. This ups our DPS by like 50%. Slug cannon. There's definitely better weapons out there, though. I definitely want to use this. I feel like that's a waste leaving that on the ground. And I do feel like we need DPS. So 1.2 increase. This is a 1. So actually, weirdly enough, my barrage turret gets the most out of that. I think we're just going to take it. We got $1 left. We'll go ahead and reroll. I can't afford anything, but I can at least see. There's the railgun. We are not built for that, though. Laser, no. Autocannon, we wish. Okay, I'm going to freeze that because that's an upgrade right there. I don't... We're okay on ammo, but I'll freeze that too just in case. Alright, let's do the next one. Hopefully those upgrades will be enough that we can pull another one. Huang Jiaoshu. Welcome to Honorable Combat. Alright, guided missile. We can destroy a 1x1. Blow up his blaster. We'll blow up his laser. 3 DPS. 1.9. Okay, I agree. And the EMP cannon. We could turn off his electricity gain. He is using a lot of electricity. Alright, we'll target that. So that's just gonna pause it. Permanently gain 2 electricity. He has a shipping pallet. Freight items are added to the shop. Can carry insertable items like freight. Interesting. Alright, let's see what we can do. We start with the 9 speed, which is really nice. So we'll almost immediately go up to 10 here. And then that should give us the buff, right? Yeah, there we go. Our radar's getting pretty high. We are definitely doing better than him. Okay, that one went pretty well, I have to say. That one went really well. Okay. Yeah, we need to continue upgrading our damage, though. I feel like we have not been as high as I would have liked. Okay, another janitor. Now may be the time to do the combine. Another reactive plating. Ooh, man. That feels pretty good. All right, step 1 though, damage. We have got to upgrade our damage. I do think this is on sale also for $2 off. I think that's way too good not to. We are up to 1 weight, by the way. I didn't call that out. I think that's based on the number of tiles on our ship. Extra ammo. We are losing ammo at the moment, so I will go ahead and bring that in. Now we're almost up to 0. I will go ahead and upgrade a janitor. So here he heals us 6 health. So 50% more than the other one. I could grab him and combine, but again, I want people on all those plates. We will use our free reroll.
This is powerful, but can it serve our cause?
Man, that cooking pot. I don't have fuel though, so it's just not the right item for where we're at. Galvanized plate. Every 7.5 seconds, randomly remove 6% of the debuffs on the ship, and we gain a plating and some stun resistance. So right now we have 4 plating. For every plating, we take 5% less, so 20% less damage. Grabbing that would be 25% less damage. Artillery cannon would be interesting. Auto cannon also could be good. Stainless steel hull. Gain 20% health, rust resistance, and acid resistance. Don't think so. I am interested maybe in another weapon. I really like the idea of this. We're already having ammo problems though. Yeah, let's grab this. I feel like that's just stacking in on the plating. I think we're kind of like all in on that. I am gonna freeze this again. I don't know. Maybe we'll actually get it this time.
Bring our people home.
We will bring our people home. All right, Gray. Let's see what you got. He's ranked silver. So am I. All right, we have to do our 2 targets. He has a flamethrower. So it costs a lot of fuel, and it's gonna inflict burning on me. Okay. He has. What are you? Rust mutant. Convert 6% of your health into armor and gain 1 rust. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a different faction that I haven't really played with too much. He's got 40 armor. Okay, that's the saw blade item again. Okay, so the fuel tank is giving him the fuel. Fuel pump. Okay, so he's using the fuel pump to make him charge faster. Oh, interesting. So this guy can just auto upgrade items. 1,000-year drum. Connected crew members beat the drum twice when activating. Every 10 beats they heal. Every 20 beats they gain heat makes sure things go faster, like recharge faster, and some armor. Spawn a sandworm. I don't even know what that is. Okay, that is ridiculous. I do not like that thing. I do not like that thing at all. And it actually does damage. Sandworm hits the enemy ship 12 times and has 40% lifelink. Okay, I think we are going to target. I'm not allowed to. Oh, I'm not allowed to target that with my missile. All right, we're gonna take him down. Apparently, I do agree with that, and we're gonna EMP the flamethrower. Sure. All right, the auto thing seems pretty decent at targeting, at least. All right, so we'll just start them with a nice little stun there. Okay, so rust. Every 1 damage for every rust. Okay, so that just is like damage over time. All right, we take him out. Now, luckily, it seems like they're gonna try to rust me too. Yeah, a whole bunch of rust on me, but I have other janitors, which should be helping keep that down. Oh my goodness. We got sandwormed. We got absolutely shreked. I thought so. That drum looked ridiculous. Ouch. Big ouch. He also has another trinket. I need to definitely get a 3rd one unlocked. Okay. Two lives down and only 3 wins so far. That's not a stellar start. A tractor beam. Cost electricity, which we didn't go for. Steal 5% of the enemy ship's buffed. If it's cloaked, decloak it. Awesome sounding. Gain 5 health. and 1 electricity. Cost electricity. We could upgrade our galvanized plate. I think we're definitely doing that. I do think I need some more damage, so I'm gonna go ahead and nab this. Oh, now we have filled every single spot. If I want to add a new item, I'm either gonna need to get rid of something, get some more whole, or combine something.
We can do.
Unfortunate that that rare item we rolled wasn't something I could do. Okay, and here's another one. A mega bomb. Costs 7 ammo. Bomb stuns the item they hit for 3 seconds and creates 5 flames. We do have another barrage turret. Scientist. Every 6 seconds, the connected non-crew member item charges 8% faster. The connected weapon gains a 25% chance to inflict burn. Also another janitor. Okay, definitely need the damage. So our barrage turret is up. We're still having problems with the ammo. I think we're grabbing the scientist. He wants to man a weapon. All right, and for him, 25% chance to inflict 1 hit on, or 1 burn on hit. I think we want to have him man this because it's going to hit 4 times. So we'll do that. So officer, give the connected weapon extra damage. What are you? You're also an officer. Okay. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to, well, I could combine that up for a bigger jump, or I could have him man that. If we combine them, I could grab another janitor. That extra ammo is nice, though. No, you know what? Let's do it. Let's combine up. We'll grab an extra janitor. We can always combine him if we get something else that we want. All right, let's do it. So we are kind of evasive with our speed, tanky with our plating build. So we're kind of sort of just like trying to be evasive while we're DPSing them down. They have an autocannon. They have spikes. Ships hit by non-spike projectile fire or spike an enemy ship for 3 damage. Okay. Has a slug cannon, has an ion drive. Has that shipping pallet. Has a pilot. Okay, the strike optimizer. So that, he actually doesn't have this being buffed by that for some reason. Gains 8% crit chance. All right, I think for my EMP, oh, his autocannon's pretty highly leveled. I see. Guided missile. Am I able to target that? And then we can target you. So I can just blow up his autocannon. That's, I guess that's a reason why 1x1 weapons are a little weak. And we'll stun his other weapon. That sounds fine to me. All right, let's do it. Stun that weapon, and then he'll get a volley or 2 off, and then we'll destroy it. Okay, and let's see. We're getting some armor. Armor used up. He's also got the evasion stuff going on. Our janitors are doing some work healing us. Yeah, I feel he might have actually won that if he had his other cannon. So kind of nice that we were able to just blow that up. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Can't complain about that. All right, 4 wins, 3 lives left. We also finished a achievement thing there. Got some cash.
All as the archives promised.
Okay, another whole item. Loaded hole. Gain 15 health and 4 ammo. Useful. A track missile. Gain 2 raiders on hit. We could upgrade our reactive plating. Barracks. Gain 2 firepower and 8 armor. Every 3 battles we spawn a gunner. Very interesting, but I don't think we're going to be able to fit that. Electricity. Weapons placed on here gain +1 damage. Okay, we're definitely going to use that. Okay, so let's do some rearranging here. You come out here. All right, we're gonna grab this.
I was going to suggest that.
Oh, that's good. And I think you can already see the plan. So all my weapons up front now. So weapons placed on here get +1 damage. And yep, I want you manning that. Okay, so my captain isn't actually manning this, just for the reference. Oh no, you're not a captain, you're a pilot. Okay, and I guess it doesn't matter where you go. Now, if I add this back in, that is going to give me... Okay, we didn't actually gain any extra weight for having that. That's kind of nice, actually. Let's move it here. Just for the looks. All right, and you do... Yeah, you're what's actually giving me the weight, because I don't actually have that many tiles. We might drop this. It's 2 plating, which is nice, but this is 4 ammo. And there's some extra health. Okay, I do want to level up my reactive plating. If we did take that off... Now, not having that weight is kind of nice. I would like to get these.
Well placed.
You have to be out front? I guess so. Put you there, man. What an ugly thing I have created. Okay, hang on though. If we do... Okay, move you. Move you. If we do that... There's gotta be a way. Okay, you don't matter where you go. There we go. So this, it doesn't care who's manning it as long as somebody's manning it. So now we have both of those. So you're the only person that's not technically doing anything. God, yeah, see, I want to find a way that I can get these. That's why I want to put that thing out front. Yeah, you are a big disappointment that you are not actually doing anything at the moment. And we have you. Am I willing to give this up? What are you doing? 1 speed. I love the speed, but I do need to buff my weapons. So I think we're going to do that. I don't need to combine you because we actually have a floor. We actually have 3 floor space. The loaded hole. Extra ammo would be nice. I could stick it right here, and then I could move this here. That at least gets me 1 buff, even if it's not stellar. It is also cheap. You know what? Because it's on sale.
Configuration set.
All right. Again, still not ideal. The shape of this thing's effect range is kind of annoying. Steel hole, just plain bare basic thing. Another fighter wing. What do your upgrade do? Nothing. Okay, yeah, you can't combine. We have another autocannon. Okay, I'm gonna do the autocannon for the damage. I'm gonna freeze the galvanized plate. I think that's it. All right, let's do it.
This is our moment.
I feel like we are a lot better than we were a second ago. All right, Kadoom. He's a steel forger. Okay, so what do we all got? We're gonna stun his tri-cannon. Holy moly, that's a giant saw. A buzz saw. That is a 4.2 DPS, 6.5 DPS. Aegis, whenever you lose health, gain armor. Oh my goodness. I feel like you have had a much better run than I have, friend. A much better run than I have. All right, so really the question is, what do we want to blow up with a 1x1? Ammo crate. Okay. Synthesizer's making ammo every 4.5 seconds. Okay, you're making way more ammo. Weapons computer. Weapons charge faster. And you're getting charged by the Rust Shaman. I think we need to take that out with our guided missile. That seems to be very dangerous. 20% faster charge is crazy. All right, let's do it. I don't think we're winning this. He's got like a whole bunch of rare stuff that I do not have. We got kind of bare bones basic stuff. Okay, come on, scientists. Let's start a bunch of fires on them. Okay, we have ripped through all their shielding. I guess we're doing better than I thought. Oh, but now I am taking supreme damage. Oh, those saws suck. Oh, this is gonna be so close. Oh, he gets it. Oh, man. Do remember there is accuracy going on here too, and evasion. So there's a little bit of RNG involved, so it's not just a straight up you will win, you will lose. Okay, what do we got? Stainless steel hull, rust resistance, acid resistance, another slug cannon. I almost certainly need to buy that. All right, let's definitely upgrade that. I'm definitely gonna upgrade you. Look at that, 40% reduction. That feels really good. I like that. Means some of everything. I don't think so. I just don't think so. We just didn't build in that direction. A radio tower. Every 7.5 seconds gain radar and inflict 2 hack. Non-crew member item activates 15% slower and takes 8 damage for every hack. Ooh. A spike factory. Gain 1 spike and 8 armor. Gain 2 plating. I really like the idea of the hack, but I feel like we're kind of all in on this plating thing. A combat medic. Restores health. CPR. Health falls below 20%. Activate the connected crew member item twice. So we could update. So we could gain a bunch of ammo. I could maybe have him do my janitor. So we get low on health and then he buffs the janitor like super. I like that idea. Okay, let's move you because I can. We'll add the spike factory. We have 10 plating. We're gonna take 50% less damage. That feels really good, right? That has to be good. It has to be. Okay, if we move you here, I think I am gonna combine the janitor now because now there's a reason that I would want that. We're gonna do this. So every 8.25 seconds, we're gonna restore some health. And then if our health falls below 20%, we activate the connected crew member twice. That's him. So he's gonna restore 20 HP and remove 10% of our debuffs twice. That feels like the best one to do. Just like an emergency heal almost. All right,
I'm a captain, not a banker. We're dry on funds.
Oh no. Maybe we could be a combat banker. Seems like a good class. I kind of like the idea of that, so I'm gonna freeze it. And maybe we can make do. We do need to find some more ammo somehow. All right, to battle.
Full speed ahead.
All right, again, I'm liking our build. We'll just see if we actually get enough damage out. All right, ooh, you're weird. All right, welding laser, a combustion. We're in space with combustion engines. I love it. Iron hole. What do you do? Water ritual. Restore 12% health and gain a bunch of fuel. Yeah, we don't need you. We're definitely gonna blow her up. And then our EMP cannon. Oh, we're doing the drum thing again. Okay, that may be one of like their big faction things. I see. Okay, I think I'm okay with what it's targeting. All right, we'll find out if we can do this. Here, get the stun off. Doesn't matter too much. I actually want to slow this one down. Oh, those drums are gonna suck. I can already tell. Okay, we are keeping our healing up though, quite well. They're shocking me, they're drumming like crazy. Here comes the worm. A whole bunch of misses on their part. That was good time to have high evasion. Were we cloaked during that maybe? Yeah, we dominated. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Win 5 battles, done. Win 25 sharpshooter, done. Yeah, we were. I think we're cloaked for part of that. All right, fueled wing, not for us. Instruction manual. Upgrade any crew member, and it's on sale. What do you do? Gain 5 ammo. Okay, we really need some more ammo. I think I might need to do our captain. As cool as a bunch of these other ones are, I think we're gonna upgrade the captain.
The medal ceremony can wait. Fight on.
Okay, what else do we have here? A targeting laser. Gain 2 firepower and a radar. Your projectiles deal 25%, or your projectiles gain a 25% chance to circle back around towards their target when they miss. That seems really nice. It's only $6. Size 3. That would be difficult to fit currently. We could add a stainless steel hole. I gotta be careful how big we are getting. Does it tell me anywhere here conveniently? Not really. I think it's if I'm bigger than 30, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay, we're not that close.
Our commander is surely planning some grand strategy.
I like, okay, this costs electricity. I missed that. No radio tower for us. All right, let's grab this though. Bolted on the side here. Oh, you actually only needed 2. Hang on, am I allowed to just put that back? I don't think I am. All right, that's fine. We'll need more room sooner or later. Yeah, the extra firepower will be really nice. I like that 25% chance to circle back around on miss, especially because we have kind of a spray and pray type weapon. Ammo factory. Every 2 battles, lose 2 money and spawn random ammunition. I don't have any ammunition, so that would be kind of nice. Another gunner. Another pilot. The tri-cannon. And that is a rare item for $7. I think we kind of have a thing going here. As good as that is, DPS is 4. It needs so much space. I don't think so. Not at this point. Gunner. So we have 1 gunner. 4 ammo for every crew member on the ship. Yeah. Oh, are you fully upgraded? Oh, that's an officer, not a gunner. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, you actually don't technically do anything there. Maybe we put the gunner in.
Well placed.
He's gonna help us gain some more ammo, and he's gonna charge the weapon faster. Which one of you are the slowest? It's actually this one, but I like the scientist on him specifically because we can get the burn chance. Officer does extra. Okay, let's swap those 2. Yeah, this thing's gonna fire like a machine gun at some point. So we still have the pilot. I do like the pilot. We have room down here. Sure. I'm not totally in love with my setup here. Yeah, I don't think we're taking that. I do think I'm gonna freeze that. I like the pilot. Gain 2. Oh, that is such a nice upgrade. All right, we're gonna freeze that too.
Knows when to wait.
And do we have anything that's being totally wasted? No. Nice. We just have some extra space. I guess that's fine. Let's go ahead and run it.
Bring our people home.
We do need to get our people home. Okay, what do we got? Slug cannon and the tri-cannon. Okay, what do you got for 8% crit chance? Okay, you're making... Okay, you are pumping into this, making that fire faster. You're gaining ammo. Magnetic rounds. Weapons gain life blink. Placed on ship gives extra ammo. That's only going to be once. Okay, he has a bajillion ammo. Yeah, you are really eating through that, aren't you? Okay, so I think we definitely want to take out something that's doing ammo. The question is, what does the most? That's not generating more, you just get it once. 4.5 seconds. I think we're gonna kill the captain.
The ship's operation, sir.
And I will go ahead and paralyze the main gun. I feel like we're better here. I feel like we are better here. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Bring that speed back up a little bit. Ow. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. We're getting some fires going. They take damage over time. Oh god. His volley took off. I wonder if we actually were below 20% here and actually triggered that. I feel like that's a really good combo. We're a tanky ship, and then if you do get us low, we get that like really like supercharged little heal to keep us in the fight. All right, what do we get? A torpedo bay. The inserted ammunition item is applied to all weapons. Ooh, that is beautiful. You know, weight and some ammo capacity. Ammunition is added to the shop. I really would like to get some ammo. Okay, we could upgrade our spike factory. This is not going to fit. I don't think I have an easy way to make it fit either. Okay, let's do that for sure. Every 2 battles, lose 2 gold and gain ammo. Okay, that's the way I can get ammo. I think we're definitely gonna need to do that. So what are your connection things? Whenever a connected item activates, we have a chance to gain more ammo. Okay, so what we'd really like for this guy is to be somewhere near something that's going to activate a whole bunch.
Configuration set.
There we go. Unfortunately, that only counts for 1. And then we have a pilot. He's only 3. Yeah, he's just so cheap. I can't say no to that.
We can do better.
Okay, we can upgrade our slug cannon. What are you? Spare parts. Oh, interesting. Not something I'm going to do, though. A hard point. Weapons placed on top gain 1.5 damage. Yeah, it would be fine. Torpedo bay. Barracks. Item upgrade scaling is increased by 35%. And it's going to give me some weight. All incoming damage is plus 3% for every weight. That's actually not bad. 3% for 1 weight isn't even 1 stack of my plating. This doesn't need to have any connections. I think we're gonna do that. Do you activate? No. Okay. And then we're gonna freeze you. All right, let's do it.
Cauldron calls. Let's hope
Yeah, this will be pretty interesting to see. Babel versus Funk. So every 2 battles. Okay, so we're gonna get ammo items. Whenever a connected item activates, 25% chance to gain ammo. Okay, so we really would like that near things that are activating really quickly. All right, let's see what we all got here. Rocket thruster. Okay, he's upgrading that. Ammo crate. Gain more ammo. Extra damage. Right, weapons charge faster. Okay, I don't like that. I think we're gonna blow that up. And we're gonna EMP main gun, I think. He's got a lot of guns. Yeah, he's gonna run out of ammo pretty quick, although so are we, so. Alright, let's do it. Bang. Here, give me those spikes. We like those. Yeah, he's got a ton of weight on that ship, too. Cloaked. Alright, cute. Yeah, I think we just had the better build there. Not much to say about that one. Alright, 3 more victories to go. Finished another daily. You'll love to see it. A mercenary, a rare item. This is a Renegade Imperium, technically. Every 6 seconds, throw an 8 damage grenade. Connected weapon gains 10% damage, and we gain a magnetism. For every magnetism, your projectiles gain 3% life link. Definitely gonna grab that. Oh, and look at her range. Okay, this is gonna be a little awkward. All right, come down here for a minute. All right, I'm definitely putting you here. Look at that.
I was going to suggest that.
Look at that. Okay, so every weapon that they're connected to gains 10% damage. And you do some damage of your own. So every 6 seconds, so that's like 1.2-ish damage, DPS. That's a huge upgrade. And what do you do if you upgrade? 2 magnetism and 17%? Yep. Oh, what? What? Oh, that's a non-crew member item. Whoops. Okay, that's totally fine. Item upgrade scaling increased by 49%. Let's get you two. Okay, I need to get something that's going to give me some more ammo. Because, yeah, that's not stellar. I think we're going to need to do that. 25. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. As much as I don't love wasting it on that simple item, we are not getting enough ammo. All right, we have a gunner. All right, none of those matter. There you go. All right, we're really supercharging our barrage turret here, but that's fine. That's not a terrible thing. We have a lead hole. I don't really want a bunch of weight because we were kind of designed around going fast. A new item, Giga Drill. Fires a drill. Okay, it costs fuel. Burst 3. Another scientist could be good. So we would just 42% chance to inflict burn. I think we're gonna grab that. 1.62 and some true damage. I think we're gonna freeze that. I'm gonna upgrade the scientist. 42% chance to burn on hit, and this fires bursts. Burst 10 apparently at the current level. That is pretty crazy, actually. So we'll have 10 chances with 42% chance each to inflict burn. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, we're still sucking absolutely with this. This floor piece I got actually kind of screwed me because there's no way I'm not going to use it, but it's really making my spots because this really needs to be like here or I don't know, down the middle or something.
Well placed.
But I definitely can't get rid of it either because I really, really need to have the ammo. And 20% chance to split on this is just hilarious because we fire 10 times.
This is our moment. Our people count on us.
All right, Lionheart, you're a mortar master. You're ranked silver 2. Oh no. All right, we're gonna EMP or Giga Drill. It's probably for the best. Mega Bomb. We don't like that. Heavy payload. Your projectiles deal 4% extra damage for every weight on the ship. Okay, thank goodness it's not. Wow. Okay, that's ooh, yikes. Terrarium. Gain max health. Are you healing a whole bunch? Is that what you're doing? Void load. He has like a gardener or something. I'm taking it. Where are you getting all these weird items from? Barracks. Rib cage. Ship hit by projectile 5 times, gain a spike, repair, and rust. Gain 30 armor. Synthesizer. Ammo cache. He must have had like a pallet or something where he got all these weird items. Mechanic wrench. Okay, he's really buffing, I guess, both of these. So he's doing the fuel pumps to really make these go fast. Where are you getting all this fuel? Where are you getting all that fuel? You're getting positive. Is it just coming from you? I don't feel like that can be true. Connected crew members charge. Man, that would be really nice for our build. I guess from this. All right, let's guided missile and blow that. That's what it auto targeted, so that makes sense. And I guess we're gonna take out the drill. 10.2 DPS. Yeah, that is the higher DPS weapon. All right. Stun that. I like that. We do have an RNG on this item for extra ammo. If we get lucky, we might be able to keep our fire up. God, I love that burst cannon. Got a bunch of fires on him. Hang on, slow down. Okay, a bunch of drill garbage. Yeah, 1 damage for every burn, and then 1 burn is removed. Okay. I'm gonna say our little burst cannon is the sneaky little killer here, actually. The fire is pretty nice. Okay. Good job, good job. Go for it. Alright, so we have 2 lives left and we're at 8 victories. So 2 more and we can win. Hey, and there we go. We procced it. We got some ammo finally. Heavy rounds. Weapons gain 60% extra damage and removes 2 spikes on hit. But it gives me a weight. I'm okay with that. And you can see you put ammo in your actual weapons. Or if we put it on the floor, we just start with 8 extra ammo. I don't care too much about that. Yeah, give me that. Upgrade my cannon again. You love to see it. All right, who is the highest DPS? 10, 9, very little. All right, doing that. I am up to 2 weight, which I don't love, but that's okay. Use our free reroll. Okay, this is a crew member upgrade. Upgrade any weapon twice. Beautiful. A fighter cockpit. Speed, gain ammo if crews connect. Okay, very nice. Okay, we're definitely gonna upgrade a crew member and we're gonna upgrade that mercenary. Interesting, it didn't raise her grenade damage. But connected weapons do 17% damage now and the extra magnetism for some more lifesteal. Yeah, we're definitely like a tanky lifesteal build type thing. I'm gonna freeze this. And we're definitely gonna use that, I think, on the burst cannon next time. I also really like this fighter cockpit. We could get rid of one of these. 2 speed and a radar. 2 speed and a radar and 4 ammo if somebody's in there. I think I will do that. We're gonna sell the regular cockpit. And we're gonna add a fighter cockpit. Yeah, and you don't connect and do anything. You just do your thing. Yeah, that's looking fine. Start with more ammo, even though we're still gonna probably run out. We're just getting more to start with is pretty nice. All right, let's do it.
Full speed ahead.
We'll get that nice weapon upgrade and on our main cannon. Ripper, uh-oh. Uh-oh. By the way, the shape of your ship doesn't actually matter. You just try to make it look cool while being functional. Waste Factory. The Ravaged Dredgeman. Okay, has DPS, costs fuel. What are you doing? Spew a flurry of 5 goo. Goo inflicts an acid. Inflict 2 of each debuff that the enemy already has. Okay, so you're gonna spam debuffs on me. Okay. Inflict 4 acid. Okay, yeah. And he's hacking me. Smokescreen. Gain 2 electricity and inflict an acid on both ships. My janitor is going to be working overtime here. Okay, so like a dot debuff build. How cool. Okay, what are you? A goo blaster. And then a sewer mutant. Where's your ship person? Aberration, scientist, janitor. Here we are. Dax, contraband. Transfer 4 acid from your ship to the enemy ship. Nope. And our EMP can, I think we're actually going to hit this. Inflict 2 of every debuff the enemy already has. He's going to acid the bejeebus out of me. This is going to be horrible. I am not very confident about this one. This is a build I have not fought something like before. Okay, so 15 acid on me. That's stellar. Janitor doing some work. He's now cloaked. We hate that. Yeah, look at that. Look how much damage he was able to avoid with that cloak. In goes my missile. No more transferring for you, at least. I'm up to 40 acid. Oh, geez. That chunk. I think we did get our emergency heal, so that's something. He's doing something that's also lowering my max HP. Yeah, the radiation. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm shocked we won that one. I am shocked we won that one. I dealt 713 damage. He dealt 460. He was cloaked for 9 seconds. I was cloaked for 5. He healed more than I did. We fired more shots. No surprise there. Okay. Okay, are we gonna make it?
Ever closer.
I think we might. Okay, more floor space, a radar dome. Apply -2 damage to all enemy weapons. That is pretty disgusting. And we do have some floor piece we could add to fit that. 24 bucks. That would, oh, we would be $1 short. God, -2 to all enemy weapons is ridiculous, though. Well, is it though, at this point? I mean, it would hurt my DPS weapons. It wouldn't hurt the big weapons as much. All right, let's upgrade that twice. 19.6 DPS. That's so much more than, like, literally anything else. I'm so tempted, but I would need to sell something. What could I sell? I don't think I have much. Definitely can't get rid of ammo. Can I take a loan? God, this would be really good. It really would, but it's $1 more than I have, and I don't have anything to sell. All right, let's re-roll.
People deserve the finest gear.
Okay, some extra ammo would be helpful. What do you do? Oh, just 25% chance to gain 2 ammo. Transporter pod. Every 2 battles, you lose money and gain a crew member. We're probably going to be done here. A SAM launcher. Fire missile whenever connected item activates. Okay, no. Ion drive. And I have literally no space left, right? Yeah. So we could do a weapon upgrade and an ammo upgrade. I think that's pretty good. We got $3 left. I don't think anything's going to come of that. All right, let's do it.
Let's bring our people hope.
Yeah, if we could start a run with one of those, like every 2 battles something happens, would be pretty nice. Okay, so what do we got? Slug cannon, slug cannon. Okay, he should have done more combining on his weapons. I can already just tell you that. Giga drill, fighter cockpit. He's gonna hack me. He's making a ton of fuel for some reason. Big missile. Oh, he's got the SAM. Okay, he's doing that for the SAM launcher probably. Okay, I don't love... Okay, he didn't get any ammo in here. That's too bad. What are you? Slug cannon. Kale salad. Oh, you have it equipped. I see. On an officer. Pilot, janitor. Where's your captain? Captain. I think we're gonna take him out. They're thinking we should kill this. Well, actually, yeah. Probably best. He has a lot of crew members. Yeah, let's blow up his chef pot. And then we're gonna EMP the weapon? That's... How have you gotten this far with that amount of DPS? You weigh a bajillion tons. Alright, I think I'm gonna EMP that instead. I feel like that's gonna do more damage. Okay. I must be missing something here. Why are you so good? Alright, we're all charging. The quiet before the storm here as everything charges. A really good first hit. Oh, look at my ammo just go down. Get those fires. Get those fires. You love to see it. Oh, and he misses with the bomb. Yes. Now that is stellar. That is stellar, yeah. That's what happens when they hit. Oh no, we were doing so good. We were doing so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, pride before fall. All right, we have 1 life left and we need to win 1 more battle. Wow, okay. Dramatic tension for the YouTube video, apparently.
This is our moment to rise.
Okay, we could increase a pilot. I don't hate that. Our pilot here, gain extra speed. That's pretty nice. We could upgrade this. Okay, that is huge. Mainly for this thing, because it is 2.35 damage. I'm pretty sure that's to every shot. So that actually turns out to be a bajillion here. Old cogwheel. I will take the pilot. So now we are doing every 9 seconds we gain 3 speed. We gain a radar and a magnetism. So hopefully we can spend some more time cloaked. We also got another piece of ammo. 50% charge rate, 30% projectile speed, and minus 30% damage. I don't know if I love that one. Hardened plate. Ship hit by projectile, 35% chance to stun random enemy weapon, and some extra plating, and some extra health. How bad would that be? Minus 0.31, probably pretty bad. Okay, some extra reactive plating. I think I definitely have to say yes to that. We're up to 60% damage reduction. And I think the scientists for sure, right? So we are up to 59% chance to get a burn on hit. How many hits are you doing? 13 hits. So I'm expecting 6-ish fire per shot, per volley. All right, do I want to use this? Less damage per shot. Charge, okay, but you fire a lot faster. Okay, I think we might change our ammo here. I think we're gonna give that to this one. Remember this every time it fires, it's gonna go faster and faster. I think we're gonna add the ammo to that. Because 50% charge rate, every 5 seconds we fire 13 times. They get there faster. Yeah, they do 30% less damage, but we're already kind of counteracting that with the various people that are connected. And the faster we fire, the more fire we start. I think that's a good trade-off here. All right, let's do it.
The cauldron calls.
Victory or death.
Let's hope she doesn't
Or I
throw
guess
us
down
off.
with the ship, one might say. All right, here we go. Darling, what do you got? What do you got, darling? Build, okay, turn 14. Okay, so he's in the same boat I am. Battles 9, wins 4, 5 okay, no, actually, we're a little bit better. This is actually really nice. I was actually thinking to myself, I wish I could see a little bit of their stat. Do you tell me their enemy DPS? Armor... No, you don't. I wish I could see the enemy ship's DPS, even if it was a simplified calculation. Okay, he has got a blaster cannon, a slug cannon that's high level, and a mining drill. Okay, I think we are gonna blow up his blaster cannon. We could take out the circuit board. No, I think we're just gonna blow up the weapon. And the EMP is gonna hit the slug thrower. That's fine by me. All right. One of us is going down with the ship. Let's see what happens. All right, that initial charge up. Here it comes. I would have expected to see more fire on that. I'll be honest with you. Okay, we are cloaked. Good timing. When you're cloaked, that's obviously really, really hard to hit you if you didn't catch that. Ow. Okay, keeping the fires burning. We like that a lot. Yeah, I think we can basically just tank this. Ow. Oh, his turn to cloak though. Yeah. I think our 20% heal thing already procced once. Ooh, okay. Those long charge weapons, man, they're very stressful. hit or miss with those weapons is crazy. Oh, does that tell me we unlocked a new piece? Very interesting. We need one more win. We're gonna get some more money. We got 10 wins in a single run with Federation Captain, so we got 30 money. Excellent, excellent. We won 30 battles as the sharpshooter also. Cool. We got a little bit of rank. It didn't really change anything. We're on a 1 victory streak. Not bad, not bad. Okay, you can go endless mode, where you can just keep fighting until you run out of hearts. I'm not going to do that for this video, but there we go. We'll click finish the run. Enjoying the game, please consider leaving a review. Well, I very well might.
Load up on ammo.
Especially for indie games. If you have one that you really like to play, reviews help them so much because they need to have, I don't remember if it's 80 or 100 reviews to be eligible to be very positive. So for little games, that matters a ton, like a ton. It's like leaving a like on a YouTube video, but for your favorite indie devs. All right, so we ended up with 180 money, so I could maybe get a new captain. I think what we'll do is we're gonna try out each of the factions in a different video. So if you're enjoying that one, maybe subscribe for more Down with the Ship, along with tons of other content. I'd love to have you back. As I previously said, a like on the video helps me a ton. If you want to support the channel beyond that, you can always leave a super thanks here. Join me live for a super chat. Consider becoming a member. That does get you early access to videos that I'm working on. Or check out the Patreon linked in the channel info. I also have a free Discord. You're welcome to join on in. If you miss live streams because YouTube doesn't tell you about them, I do an @everyone before I go live. You're also welcome to mute that channel if you just want to hang out and chat and you don't want to be pinged on YouTube or on Discord constantly. All right, builders, hopefully you did not go down with the ship. I will catch you in the next one. Babel out.